Welcome back to The Real Story. So save your vote for November. That's the message that Donald Trump gave out to West Virginia voters last night in a state that's preparing to hit the polls this Tuesday. Trump telling the crowd they no longer have a say in the Republican race, encouraging them to stay home even though a number of contested local races remain on the ballot.
The vote was supposed to be on Tuesday, but now I can say stay home, but get twice as many people in November, right? Because we have to win. We have to win the general election.
Joining me now, Florida Governor Rick Scott on The Real Story. Governor, I know that you were also politically inexperienced when you decided to run for governor. You had a business background as well. Was Donald Trump's comments last night, was that just political inexperience telling people not to vote because he's the presumptive nominee already?
Gretchen, I'm not sure the context, but I can tell you I did it this morning. I was at an event highlighting jobs in Florida. And there was a brand new U.S. citizen there, and I said, vote in every election. I mean, take every opportunity to vote, get involved in campaigns, run for office, do everything you can to be part of the political process. I like people to vote. Now, I'd like them all to vote Republican, but I like everybody to get out and vote. All
right, and we should mention that Donald Trump tweeted out later on, everyone should still go vote. Maybe he was just, trying to get double the voters in the general election coming up in November. What do you make of the infighting that's going on within the Republican Party now? You were also an outsider who was successful in being elected. Do you believe that the Republican Party should come behind and support Donald Trump?
Gretchen, it's just like my race in 2010. The Republican establishment had picked their candidate. It was not me. I came into the race and they tried to talk me out of the race, all sorts of things. But I listened to the voters and we won. It's time to unify. We have our nominee, and look, it's a clear choice. We have a business person, Donald Trump, who knows how to create jobs, who will destroy ISIS, who will secure the border, who will build the military. And then on the other side, we have Hillary Clinton, who has never created a job, had her chance to be part of destroying ISIS, had a chance to build a military, and doesn't care about securing the border. This is a clear choice. We have got to win in November. We cannot stand 4 more years of Barack Obama-type policies.
All right, I want to change gears now because something very important that's going on in your state and frankly all across the country, increasing number of Zika virus cases turning up all across the United States. If you look at your map there on the screen, cases reported in every state except Idaho, Wyoming, the Dakotas, Wisconsin, Rhode Island, and Alaska. 472 cases in the U.S. so far, 661 reported in U.S. territories. And I know, Governor Scott, you say that the Zika virus should be handled like a hurricane situation. What do you mean by that?
Well, what we do in Florida is we prepare. We've got to think, what would we do if we were thinking about a hurricane? We say, we're going to get prepared so we stop the loss of life and we stop the loss of property to the extent we can. So I'll be going to D.C. Next week and telling the federal government, get together, do what we're doing in Florida. I'm sure other states are doing the same thing. Take this seriously. Our hurricane season starts July 1st. It's going to start raining in the south. It's going to get hot. We've got all these people going to Brazil for the Olympics. They're going to come back to Florida or through Florida. Let's get ready. And that's what we're doing. We're talking to the CDC, but our federal government needs to be a good partner.
All right, Governor Scott, you would know how to handle that being in Florida and having dealt with storms just like that. Keep us apprised of what's going on there. We appreciate your time, Governor.
Have a good day, Gretchen.